Hi, this is Jonathan with First Piece Writing and JK Edits, coming to you with a different topic for the day. We've been discussing fiction at length, everything from characterization to plotting and story. It's all there online. There's a lot of great videos for you guys. We haven't really discussed nonfiction that much, so we don't want to leave you guys out. A couple of you have reached out to me and said, hey man, what gives? We're writers too, and you're absolutely right, so I apologize. We're going to take some special time for you guys, for the nonfiction writers, okay? So we really have 8 steps to nonfiction writing here, okay? This is all available online. We've done the research for you. A couple of you have decided that you want to do nonfiction, but you don't know exactly how to go about doing it, okay? So the first step we really want to do is probably the most important. You want to pick your topic, okay? Now, a lot of you nonfiction writers are experts in a specific field, whether it be gardening or personal fitness or skydiving or whatever it is. So this is where you decide what you want to write about, okay? Now after that, we need to plan out how this book is going to go, okay? So you want to create a content plan. And this is, definitely going to help you when it comes to guiding the way down your book, okay? When it comes to planning, you want to make sure in your nonfiction work that you decide whether or not you're going to be a plotter or a pantser. It just depends on what you're comfortable with. You might want to have some chapters with sub-chapters in there just to help the reader, if they don't want to read it from beginning to end. Let's say they know the preliminary steps of gardening, but they want to see your insight on how to sod the dirt or whatever. You want to make sure that you have those sections, bulleted out in that table of contents. You want it to be very specific. That's just one of the things that go about planning, okay? Now, once you have planning, you want to do your research. Now, like I said before, I know that some of you guys are experts in your field. You feel like you don't have to do any research. This could be a good step for you because even though you're an expert, there's always some more information that you can learn about your field, okay? Just a 5-minute look at an article can enlighten you and give you something that just one-ups your book a little bit. You know what I'm saying? So you definitely want to do some research, even if it's 5-10 minutes a day, even if it's 1 or 2 articles a day. Just do a little extra research, give yourself a little bit more of an edge, okay? Once you have that down, you want to do a to-do list, okay? Now, this is where you start actually planning out how you're going to do things, like in real time, okay? Is there somebody you need to interview? That is a weirdo. Is there somebody you need to interview? Is there, a movie that you need to go see or a presentation that will really help you with your book? This is where you plan that out, okay? After you get this, these are really the preliminary stages to writing. After you get that, now you want to start gathering your materials. And this is where you decide what is most relevant and what's going to go in your book, okay? This is where you take all the data that you've collected and researched and, taken notes on for speeches or whatnot. And this is where you decide what's going to go and what's going to stay. That's really what the gathering is, okay? After that, you really need to start writing your book. So your 6th point is to determine how much time you need to write your story, okay? This is critical because once you decide, okay, I need 3 months to write this book, now it's real time, okay? Now we can move on to the next step, which is scheduling your writing schedule, okay? These two really are what gets books published, okay? You can do all the research in the world. If you don't sit down and write your book, it's never going to go anywhere, okay? So you really don't want to skip out on these because that really gets you down in the seat, puts the time in, puts the work and the effort in to getting a book published, okay? Now this last point is very, very important. All of this could be for naught if you don't do this last point, okay? And I've talked to so many authors who have had this happen to them. Please, guys, please back up your work. Please back up your work, okay? There are so many tools out there to help you keep track of your work. I use Dropbox personally. There's Evernote. We have CDs. There's thumb drives. You can send copies up to the cloud. There's so many options, okay? There's no excuse for you to not back up your work. I've talked to so many authors who are just disheartened and defeated because they spent 3 months, 3 years writing up this 70-page or 70,000 word novel, 100,000 word novel just to have their computer crash and it's gone. So please, please, please back up your work, you guys. It's so very important, okay? So these are just 8 steps to get you started and going on your nonfiction work. We're going to be bringing you some more nonfiction stuff and blend it into the fiction a little bit because we want this to be for all writers and not just fiction writers. My name is Jonathan Miller again. Thank you for joining us here at JK Edits and First Piece Writing. Remember, keep up the creativity and never give up.